Hello, my name is Duncan and welcome to Back Away from Donkey and Bath Books. I'm just trying to get back into the flow of things because we've had visitors and I've recovered from the visitors and just stuff's been in the way of me recording things. So I thought I'd start off with a tag. I'm also having an argument with my external microphone at the moment that keeps telling me it's fully charged and it's not charged and it's doing stuff. So I'm actually using the microphone on my iPhone, so I hope the sound is okay. I'll check it afterwards, but hopefully it should be good enough. But yeah, I'm going to do the tag. And this tag is one I've seen around that all the cool kids are doing it. So I thought maybe I should do it in it. And it is the, what's it called? The half-year panicky, oh no, what am I doing tag? Whatever you call it. I don't know. I've forgotten it. And when I did my notes on here, I forgot to write down stuff like that. Can't even remember who originally did it, but I'll probably link people in the bottom and stuff. I've not been selected by anybody. It's just one I've just picked to do, just to try and get myself back in the flow, make a few videos. I've got some in the process of being edited and I'm recording stuff. Anyway, you don't really care, do you? You want to hear the tag. So the question, first one is the best book you read so far this year. And I'm going to put that down to two. One is Roadside Picnic by the Stugatsky brothers. And the other one is The Eye of the World, Robert Jordan's first one to the Wheel of Time, which has surprised me. And if you want to know, I've been doing a bit when I'm talking about it as a really long spoiler, full of spoilers. I released the first couple just before we had the visitors, and the rest of them should be out over the next week or so, because I've got to record some bits to it. Stop me look down there, my little dog is doing weird stuff, but we'll leave that. So yes, those are the best books I've read this year so far. I've not had the best reading year. Normally at this point of the year, I would have read about 25, 26 books. Well, this year I've read about 8, plus a load of comic stuff, and which I don't normally log, or, you know, separate comics and graphic novels, which don't normally generally count log-wise. But yeah, so I've not really read much this year, but I'm not doing this mid-year freakout. That's what this tag's called. Mid-year freakout. So, the best sequel you've read so far this year. I've not read any sequels. I've not read one sequel, so there isn't a best. New release you haven't read, but haven't read yet. Well, if you know me, I don't really follow new releases. I don't really care for a lot of stuff that's flying around. Though I will say that due out in September, so called, is The Last Dangerous Visions. The famous Last Dangerous Visions, which is going to be a shadow of what it was originally going to be if it does come out. It's now being put together by J. Michael Straczynski, who's part of, what do you call it, overseeing the estate of Harlan Ellison. So if it does come out, I will actually get a copy of that and I will be interested to read it. Though I don't think it's going to be, because half the original Dangerous Visions, people will have died and they won't be using those stories, but it'll be an interesting read. Anyway. If you want to know the full story, I did a video, one of the earliest videos I did, so it's probably not very good, but I will put a link to it up there if you're interested, about the story about The Last Dangerous Visions. And also in October, there's a new Raymond Feist. Raymond Feist, one of my favourite fantasy authors, is doing a Darkness Returns, which is a new start of a new series of books. And that one I will probably try and pick up as well, because he's one of them. I said, probably one of my favourite fantasy authors. So, biggest disappointment of the year. John Scalzi's Red Shirts. Stay with me on this, okay? It's not a bad book, but it disappointed me. The ending of it disappointed me. I had previously read before that the Kaiju Preservation Society, which I loved. But the back end of Red Shirts, it was a nice idea, but it just didn't deliver at the end for me. But that was it. And the biggest surprise of the year is the Kaiju. It's question 6 is the biggest surprise of the year is actually the Kaiju Preservation Society, which I really, really loved. It was just really fun read. And if you like Kaiju, big monsters, I don't know what my little dog's doing down there. But yes, so we'll do that one, yeah. Favourite new author. Debut or new to you, Robert Jordan. I've read Robert Jordan's stuff I've actually read a load of his Conan stuff, but I've never really read that. And after reading Eye of the World, yes, as a new author, to me, his main stuff, that is, yeah, he's up there. Newest fictional crush. I don't get these questions. Who has crushes on characters in books? So no, it's not applicable. Newest favourite character. I haven't really got one. Can't really think of one off the top of my head. 10. Books that made you cry. I cannot think of one this year. I'm a person, I cry at everything. Books, TV, films. But I can't think of one from this year. But it's because I've probably not read enough. And the next one. Books that made you happy. Kaiju Preservation Society, because it was just fun. Favourite book to film adaptation you saw this year? Probably one of two. Would be Shogun, the TV series of Shogun, which has been stunning. Or Roadside Picnic. Finally watched the Tarkovsky film of it, and as much as it's not really a direct adaptation, it sort of only takes the beginning bit of the book. As a film, it's fantastic. Hopefully, on the Roadside Picnic, there should be me and Al from Big Al Does Booktube have basically talked about doing a discussion on the book, and we might include the film in it. So hopefully we will organise that in the next few weeks. So keep your eyes out for that. But yes, that is a stunning, stunning film, and it's bizarre. But okay, favourite review you've written this year? I'm going to do a Booktube version. I normally write some stuff on my blog, but my blog's been severely neglected over the past year or so, and I'm starting to do some stuff on it. But the famous one I did, and it's not really a review because I don't always do sort of technically review stuff, would be the discussion I had with Al on Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, and my talks on The Wheel of Time. Bit of self-promotion going on there. And the most beautiful book you bought so far this year, or received? I would say it's my Bruce Pennington covered paperback version of The Shadow of the Torturer. Used to have this book many years ago, and then the great book Purge of the 1990s, God rest their souls, it went, and I finally managed to get hold of a paperback version of with the Bruce Pennington cover again, and it's probably in better condition than the original one I had. So yes, that's probably the most beautiful one, and I will chuck a picture up somewhere so you can see what the beautiful artwork of Bruce Pennington is. And what books do you need to read by the end of the year? There's something I need to read. There's stuff I want to read. But mainly at the moment I want to just sort of go for some light books, I think, because of my reading. I said I'm really struggling, not with motivation, just with my brain at the moment. So I think I'm going to do some short ones, probably pick some short science fiction ones, maybe some other bits. Because the other thing I've been reading a lot of this year has been short stories and stuff. So yeah, that's it. So yes, so that's my mid-year book freakout tag thingy. So I hope you like the questions. I'm not going to tag anybody because people seem to be doing this anyway, and a lot of people have. I said I've seen quite a few of them around. But yeah, that's me. I hope the sound is okay. And I will speak to you all soon. And I'm going to go off and try and record another one with this without a microphone.